Hey there, Mr. Nelson. Good morning. And what I want to talk to you today about is taking your final drawing, if you have everything drawn out to scale, so taking your final drawing and being able to transfer it onto your plot of land. So I'm going to tilt the camera down a little bit to be able to give you a demonstration on how to do this. There we go. Looks like we got everything in there right there. All right. So I want to take this drawing right here and be able to get it down here. So then once I have it here, then I can take some measurements to be able to build my walls to be able to put around my house here. So to be able to do that, first off, you're going to need a pencil. Use a pencil, not a pen. I can't stress that enough because once you start drawing on the wood, if you have to erase anything, if it's pen, it's going to seep in. With a pencil, you can go and hit it with sandpaper and be able to get it off with the sandpaper. Okay, the other thing you're going to need is some kind, if you have one, a ruler is great, or even a longer ruler. If you have something like that, or a yardstick, that would be great. But if you don't have anything like that, you can also just be able to use your platform jig right here, your layout jig right here. You can use just your straight line along there. So if you don't have a ruler, you don't really need it for measuring much because you do have a measuring tape, which you will be using, but you can do everything just by using your platform here. So I'll demo that in just a little bit. So the first thing that I want to do before I do anything is that my whole house is going to, except I do have the front porch right here. Other than that, everything else, I have to draw all of the perimeter, and I'm going to start with that on my house. So to start off with that, remember your walls are 1/2 inch thick. So I'm going to start by drawing a 1/2 inch perimeter around here, except for where my front porch is. So I'm just going to make a mark here. I'll start on this side back down here. So I'm going to make a mark here at 1/2 inch. And make another mark here at 1/2 inch. I'm going to make another mark here at 1/2 inch. And another one here at 1/2 inch. So now I'm just going to come along with a 12-inch ruler and just start drawing a line a 1/2 inch across here. And you want to get a pencil that has a nice that's dark. So maybe not a mechanical pencil. If you can get the old-fashioned wooden pencils like this, these ones tend to get a little darker than your mechanical pencils. Okay, so I've got that one side. I'm going to come over here and get this one, and just the same exact process. Just going to draw a mark here at 1/2 inch. Another one here at 1/2 inch. One here at 1/2 inch. All right, so I went through and put in the perimeter all the way around here. And if you can see, I also put in here for where the porch is going to be. So I have a wall right here for a porch, and I'll worry about the porch later because that's not going to get framed in with the wall, but I will hopefully at one point want to put a little railing along here with the post coming up. But at this point, I'm just leaving that blank, and this part in here is the inside of my house. Now, and as you notice, I don't have anything here. This is where my front door is going to be, but I have that to be a full wall at this point. When you do yours, go ahead and just make a whole area where even where your doors are going to be, and we'll talk about how to do the doors and the windows further on in the next video. But for right now, let's just work on getting the walls in place where we want those, and then we'll work on the doors and the windows later. So taking a look at this, I have the perimeter here. I have this front door coming across. I'm going to want to come across here and do my first bedroom. And my first bedroom comes out from here, and it is 12 by 10. So it is 10 down and 12 across. So I'm going to take my tape measure, and I'm going to measure out 12 inches. And then the wall is going to be 1/2 inch. So I go 12 to 12 and a half. And then here, and here, this is 19 and a half because I have the thickness of the wall right there. So I'm going to come up here and I'm going to measure this at 10. I'll come actually out here. Let's come out here at 10 and 10 and a half. Now this one gets a closet in there, so I'm not going to come all the way through that way for this bedroom, but I will come over and start coming down and then come across 3 inches right there. Looks like it comes across 3 feet right there. So I'll demonstrate using how to draw a straight edge using this. So let me get the 2 dimensions on here first. So I want that at 12 and 12 and a half, and then I know that it's going to be coming across here. So I'm going to just put a mark here at 12 and 12 and a half. And again, I only need to have straight lines. I'm not using this for any kind of measurement. So I can just line this up like so along my 2 points. Turn it this way so you guys can see easier. But I'm just lining it up along my 2 points, and then I'll go back through and clean up my lines after I'm done. And then the same here with this one. And again, like I said, I'll clean up my lines after I'm done. So in this wall, I'm just going to continue this one through actually. And it looks like I made those actually a little short. I'm going to come through here. And then this wall is going to start right here. So it's actually going to go all the way through. I'll turn it this way so again, so you guys can see. Okay, so then in this corner, if I want to, I could just clean up those by erasing them slightly as I come across here. Now I have these coming through here, so I need another line coming across here at those lengths, and then I'm going to start drawing this wall, which I have down here, and then I'm going to start working on my closets right there. All right, so on my porch here, I have this bedroom, I have this bedroom, and then I also went through and framed in or put the framing in for my closet here. So my closet, this is going to open up to this area. This is going to open up to this area. So I have closet space. I have a bedroom. I have a bedroom. Now I'm going to start working on the kitchen, on the bathroom area. Excuse me, the bathroom area here. So here I have 2 sinks. I have a toilet, and then I have a tub. Coming off of here next to this sink, I'm also going to have a wall going all the way up to block the toilet off a little bit, that 2 feet area in there. So I'm going to make my bathroom 5 feet wide, about here. Let's go ahead and mark that off right now. I'm just going to turn this around. I'm going to actually start at the 6-inch mark, or 1 inch mark, and make this here, and then come over 1/2 inch. And so this is simply just going to be a straight line going all the way down here, and then coming across on this line for the wall coming through here. So I'm going to actually have this wall come all the way through there and take that down for my bathroom. So the same thing, I'm just going to come down here and make another measurement at 6 and 6 and a half. The reason I did that is, you see, I put that on the 1. It's hard to put it right there on that tab right there on the hook. So I put it down there on the 1, and that's called burning an inch. Remember that you have to add the inch 2 here. So I want this to be 5 inches wide. I went over to 6 and 6.5. And this the same, 6 and 6.5. So now I can just use, again, my jig. I'm going to just line it up between the 2 points, just like what you did for the measurement exercise, making sure that you're lining up 2 points. Come up here, and then the same here, lining up these 2. And after I'm done with this, then I'll do some layout for where my kitchen is going to go. So I've got the bedrooms. I'm working on the bathroom, and the next will be the kitchen. Okay, so let's see what our progress is so far. So we have the porch again, we have the perimeter, we have 1 bedroom, we have the master bedroom, we're just going to have 1 bathroom in here, and then we have the area for the kitchen. Now for the kitchen, I have an island. Again, this is the bathroom, and next to the toilet, I'm going to have a wall here. So I have to frame a wall here. I have to frame all these walls, and we'll talk about how to do the windows and the doors in our next video. But I just wanted to get this layout going first. Then the next thing is that you have parts like this. How I want to have this is I want this all to be counter space with a sink in here, a refrigerator over here, and this being an island. I just want to put this down on the floor plan so that if I get time, I can build some small pieces that can go in here for these cabinets. Right now, we're just working on the framing of it, and then this area is going to be open. But I want to make sure that I understand where these pieces are going to go. It's easier to lay it out on the flooring now before you get the walls up, and then once you get the walls up, trying to get inside there is going to be really difficult. So I'm going to work on, I have the kitchen area right here. I'm going to work on the bathtub and the counter in here, and possibly a toilet where that's going to go. And then the last thing that I want to work on is the fireplace and bookcase right here and how I'm going to put that in. Now, again, that's not something I'm going to frame in with like the walls right here, but I am going to want to do something with those later on as I get going on this project. So that's pretty much what I want you guys to be able to get to, is to the point where you have everything framed in like this on your platform so you know where it's going to go. Don't forget again that the walls are going to be 1/2 inch wide, so I put that down there. And then the next one that we're going to start taking a look at is how to put in there for the windows and for the doors. But at this point, just make sure you have the solid walls in there before you start thinking about the windows and the doors. All right, well, I'm going to tilt this up so I can say goodbye. Bye. Bye. Bye-bye.